But I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
Is marriage a scam? Being a wife is a full-time job with zero benefit.
They're always talking about a list of things that men need to have. They never talk about what they're bringing to the table.
Yeah.
In order to be in a healthy relationship, they need to cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I personally cannot date a man who is a mama man.
There's also this shift of conversation online where people are talking down on marriage.
Your man has to come pre-seasoned.
Yes. I got married because I thought it was time. And now I dread going home. Love, legacy, and a little bit of side eye.
This is Wives After Dark, the late night talk show that you didn't know you need, but you want to stay tuned for.
Love, legacy, and a little bit of side eye.
This is Wives After Dark, the late night talk show that you didn't know you need, but you want to stay tuned for.
And whether you're a wife, a fiance, or just wife curious, this is the unfiltered side of marriage, sisterhood, womanhood, and everything in between. Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Sasha.
How are you, babe?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I have a question for you, though. Straight out the gate. I'm not going to waste
we're not
any
even
time.
wasting time. Not even asking how my week went. Okay, go.
We'll talk about how your week went soon, okay? Welcome, guys, by the way. But I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
Is marriage a scam?
Ooh.
I just want to know. Is marriage a scam?
What's the gain? Scams have gains. I'm confused.
Well, the girls are saying that marriage is a scam. The girls are saying a lot of things, actually.
Okay.
I'm even write them down.
Okay, what are the girls saying?
Okay, the girls are saying that marriage is a scam. They're saying, why would I commit to a man when I could commit to myself? Okay?
Okay, I can answer that for you.
And I know there's a lot of girls watching right now going like this.
So annoying.
Okay? And being a wife is a full-time job with zero benefits.
Okay, so let's start off with, is marriage a scam? Usually a scam entails something that you're gaining from it, right? I don't know what you're gaining from marrying someone, especially if you're going to follow it through by saying it's a full-time job with no benefits.
Well, I think some people would argue that being married comes with like some type of social status. Which, you look like you don't agree, but okay, let me break it down. So basically, there are a lot of spaces where people value you differently if you are a wife or if you are, married in general, for men and women.
Okay.
But mainly for women. I feel like it doesn't have the same ranking for men, but for some reason, women feel like they're at a certain level in life if they are married or if they got the ring.
Yeah.
So technically the scam, some people would argue that the scam, the earning from the scam is that status or that type of respect or people just feeling like you're on another level.
I guess that comes with the space that you're in. I guess these people who say that have been in spaces where that's the social standard. I've never been in that space. I've never, I know people who are married, I know people who are single, I know people who are dating. I've never seen people group people together based on you have a status. I've never seen that before.
See, I feel like I've seen it. I feel like I've definitely seen where women feel like, if you're a wife, you're just cut from a different cloth. You're just like in a different class. I definitely feel like there's people who feel that way. I don't personally feel that way, right? Because personally, if you're whether you're a wife or you're not a wife, I don't believe that anybody is better than anybody. But I definitely have seen women who feel like their shit just doesn't stink, or they just can't be compared, or a single person cannot be compared to them. So, people might give you a different level of respect or whatever. Like, even sometimes a man will be like, oh, she's a wife. Like, now it's like, oh, okay, someone wifed her up. A man is taking a chance on her, so she must be of some type of worth.
I think people who are in that space are people who have to fight for their status. So you've been in a relationship for years and you put in the work and you're fighting and you're waiting for that status and finally you get it. I don't think that anybody can be a wife. Any woman can be a wife, whether she chooses to or not, right? I don't think that being a wife makes you any better than the single woman that's hustling and working hard in her career, the single mother that's taking care of her kids, the girl that's in the streets having a good time. I don't think
I don't subscribe.
And some men don't even have the right to have an opinion because some of you guys aren't even husband material.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not ready for that
status. You could be a wife, but you don't have to be a good wife.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't agree with that at all. I think that's actually pretty dumb, to be honest.
So then, with that being said, when it comes to being a wife, the conversation of getting married, all of that, I've noticed that there's been like a shift online. So as much as, there are definitely people who feel like their shit don't stink because they are married or because they are a part of a group of women who are married. There's also this shift of conversation online where people are talking down on marriage. Left, right, and center. You cannot tell me you haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I've seen it a little bit. I think it's because times are changing. Remember, back in the day, it's like people were married off by the time they were like 12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in certain cultures, like marriage is super important. It's like it's at the top of the list. It's before education.
Right.
In certain cultures. So I think that because we're in a world where we're like, what is it, the Gen Zs now? I think that a lot of...
I think there's a generation after that. It's like Gen like...
Who is it?
What is it, y'all?
Where are we right now?
Gen like who? Gen
whatever
Alpha X.
Okay, Alpha X. That's what it's called?
X. Ask
Gen
Z's getting old. Them soon find out.
Okay, so whatever. These new generations are always coming up with new trains of thoughts, and that's fine because you should grow as you grow. But I feel like for people who have an old school mentality, they're not going to look at it the same way. Now, I don't have an old school mentality. I just have a regular mentality. I just feel like I didn't wake up and yearn to be a wife. I was never that person. Like, I have to be a wife. I wasn't that kind of person. Like, I was just living my life day to day. Whatever happened. I really didn't think about marriage until I met my partner. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't in any situation being like, I'm looking for marriage. Ultimately, no. Because a lot of these men out here weren't even worth nothing. Like,
and you was on your tour.
Yeah, I'm saying? So I don't get that. I feel like, no, I don't get that.
Right.
I don't agree with that.
Okay. I don't agree with it either, but I can't help but notice that the conversation has definitely shifted in so many spaces. So even with people who are, social media representatives, social media influencers and whatnot who have impact, and maybe they're married. Even in their conversations when they're speaking online, it's like they have to make sure that they kind of like shit on marriage a little bit so that they're in on the coolness. You know what I mean? I remember, for example, like there's a woman that I follow and I admire and I love her marriage and I love her. And I understand what she was saying in the moment, but she made this comment and she was like, oh, and it's not because I'm a wife, because that's the least important thing about me. Like, miss me with that. Like, nobody even cares about the fact that I'm a wife. And it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit because I feel like low-key she was trying to appeal to an audience that has not experienced what she's experienced yet. And she is holding back from them, holding back truth. Because to be very honest, there's people who are having great marriages.
Yeah.
And I hate to be, well, maybe I don't hate to be. Actually, I don't hate to be. I'll be that person. But I feel like because a lot of people get married without God, they don't get to experience the true benefits of marriage.
Yes, that's
so then
true.
They have a taste in their mouth about marriage that they've seen from, their parents or their uncle and their auntie or through what they have, because there was never any God in the midst, right? You never asked God for this person. You just married this person and then you had this terrible experience, and now you're saying to everybody that marriage is this and marriage is that and marriage is a scam.
Like I said, it's the people that are sitting in those miserable ass relationships waiting for the status because they feel like they put in the work. A lot of people, when they put in the work, they can't remove themselves from the work. I put too much into this, I have to see it through.
Right.
No.
Right.
No. You put all you can put into it, it's not coming through, go about your business.
Go about your business.
So those are the ones that are sitting down there. They were in miserable relationships. First of all, they were in miserable talking stages. They went to miserable fucking stages. And they were in miserable dating stations. Now they're in miserable baby father, baby mother situations. Whatever the situation was, you guys still chose to marry.
Right.
You're miserable before the I do's, okay?
Exactly.
The I do and the flowers and the song and the aisle and the dress wasn't going to change the fact that you guys can't communicate, the fact that he lies, that you don't like to listen. Like, it's not going to change any of those things.
Come on.
People use marriage as a Band-Aid for bullshit.
Right.
It don't make no sense.
It doesn't work. It's just like people trying to have a baby to
save a relationship.
It's like, that's probably the worst thing you can do.
You hear the man said, pick me now, old man again.
Boom,
like,
boom,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, old man again.
Yeah, like, it's so
money now, old man again.
Tell them what all them. Tell them say I good all I do it. Tell I good all I do it. Okay.
First of all, that's even good all I do it again.
No.
I know you're watching right now and you're really into it, but we really, really need you to subscribe to the channel. Not true.
Oh, for sure.
Subscribe to the channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, talk to us in the comments. We love talking to you guys. And also just make sure that you like this video overall, because when you like the video, you'll see more of Wives After Dark, okay? Now back to the pod. So you really have to tap into yourself and know when it's time to go.
People just don't understand that. Yeah. They're just like, I don't know. I don't believe in that whole marriage is a scam thing. I don't think that women that are married are better than women who aren't married, because a lot of women out here don't want to be married. There are women who've been proposed to over and over and over again and said no because they knew it wasn't for them.
It wasn't for them.
They knew it wasn't right. Then people want to say that the person stuck up, or she don't want no man, she must be this. No, she has a standard. She has goals. She set that standard, and that's what she's looking for.
Right.
So I don't believe that.
So marriage isn't a scam for you?
No, marriage is not a scam. It's a union. And it's a union that is going to be good when it's done between two good people. And
I feel like it will feel like a scam when you, just like we said, overall, when you marry the wrong person, it will feel like a scam. Yeah. Because, you're not getting the support that you need. You're not getting the help that you need. This person doesn't want to help you. This person doesn't want to support you. This person doesn't want to show up for you. And so, of course, it feels like, like this is literally just a job. Now, of course, if you're in a situation like, for example, like with you, Crystal, you're still on the long distance side of your thing. So you guys have to make certain things work. But if you have a person who is there with you and they are choosing not to help you, not to support you, not to help you with the kids, not to figure out who you are and what you like, and like, the things that turn you on or the things that make you like, really excited inside, it's gonna feel like a scam with no benefits, or a full-time job with no benefits. But you can also put the rules in place for your marriage.
Yes.
I think a lot of people feel like, oh, there's this handbook for marriage and this is what it's like. And it's like, another thing that I realize is like, a lot of you women frightened for left a boy.
Oh,
frightened for left a boy. So frightened. And I feel like that's the difference, because I feel like even when I was, I've had my one too, man, them love try married me, okay? But not everybody, has gotten that privilege. Yeah. Obviously, I married my husband, and I feel like that was the best decision that I could have made. But I feel like people will always be like, well, what if he's like this? And what if he turns out to be this? And what if he doesn't do this? And what if he cheats? And left the man. So no, but you're married.
Sign the paper.
Left the man.
Like, I don't get it.
And that's the difference between me and a lot of people, is that it's like, they're like trying to scare you. Oh, you shouldn't marry this guy. Oh, he's from here. You shouldn't marry this man.
Girl, who you telling?
You shouldn't do this because marriage. Right. No, I get it. Like, if it's from the islands, especially Jamaica.
Oh, God.
And if it's from Africa, especially Ghana, Nigeria, all them places, people are looking at you side. And I get it. I understand there's been some crazy stories that come out of those places. But listen, all over the world. It's happening all over the world. And one thing about me not frightened for left. No, boy.
Right? Nobody.
Boy.
The whole marriage is a full-time job with no benefits. Okay, here's the benefits. Okay? Constant support.
Okay.
spiritual support, emotional support, mental stability, mental support. Okay, someone to love you, someone to protect you, someone to have your back, someone to correct you. Because being married isn't all about the person just taking your side. It's someone to help make you better, and you help make them better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's lots of benefits to marriage. Super. If you're in a marriage and there's no benefits, it's because you should have left the boy.
Right. You should have left the boy and you chose the wrong partner.
That's all it is.
And I think a lot of people are not being accountable, especially women.
Women don't know.
I'm gonna drape up our girls through the screen right now. I love you so much, but I'm also gonna have to hold you accountable. We're your big sisters, right?
Yeah.
I have to hold you accountable. Nobody is holding you up with a gun telling you to marry them.
Nope.
Okay? So if you see all of these red flags before the man proposes, just because he gets on one knee and now it's on Instagram does not mean
it doesn't erase the
that
past.
that all of that is gone and that you should marry him. You need to be really, really picky with your life. And I feel like some people will be like, oh, don't be too picky. No, I believe in being picky.
Yeah. For sure. And some people don't listen.
I believe in being picky.
Some people don't listen. Sometimes you're in a relationship with someone and your partner has been telling you the whole time, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this. And you're not hearing them, you know. You're still moving forward thinking that a ring and a wedding is going to make everything change.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, that wedding, the day after, it comes quick, eh? It comes really quick.
Yeah.
Like people said that to me all the time. It's like, wedding is not, the marriage is not a wedding. It's a lifetime with someone.
Yeah.
The wedding will pass. The ring will, it'll be there, but it's like it'll lose its bite, and it's like, wow, right?
Yeah.
And it's true. The wedding, you plan it for a year or 2 years or however long, and literally the next day, it's all gone. It's all the past.
Yeah.
It's all the past. And it's like, now you have to live with this person and build a life with this person for the rest of your life, ideally. So it's like, that person, you got to be picky with who you decide to spend the rest of your life with.
For sure.
And it's definitely going to feel like a death sentence if you didn't.
Yeah.
And if you weren't.
At the end of the day, I'm not promoting it, but if you're not happy, come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. Don't get me wrong. You spoke before God, so I'm saying do your due diligence to make sure that you pick the right partner, or pick someone that you're willing to go through life with and work through issues with, because it's not going to be a bed of roses as well.
For sure.
It's not to say that, just because something happens, you should be running to go to the divorce papers. But there's certain non-negotiables that every woman has. And what's your non-negotiable. What is, what you don't mind, what you do mind. So if that person has hit that, for me, a non-negotiable is cheating.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Me and God feel that same way. It's the only thing biblically that God has written there to give you a pure excuse to leave your marriage.
Yes.
Because him not like it either. Me and him, we're the same.
Yeah.
We don't really like that.
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping with somebody else? You know what I mean? It's not my cup of tea. But some women, they don't mind. They don't really care. So it's like, everybody knows what their boundaries are. And once those boundaries are, communicated to your partner and then crossed, I don't think that there's anything wrong with saying, this good life that I have, let me go live it by myself.
Exactly.
Because you can do bad all by yourself.
For sure. You definitely can. People like to stick in relationships and hold on to things that they know aren't good and then blame the other person for it.
Yeah.
It's like this person, like you said, this person have no gun to your head and then lock you up and tie you down.
Yeah.
You could have walked out anytime you wanted to. You chose to stay. You chose to band-aid it with flowers and a wedding. And now you're miserable.
Right.
And now everybody else, it's a scam. Because you chose to do that. So no, I don't agree with that at all. I think that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't know about other people's marriages. Like, marriage isn't perfect. You know this.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? But there's lots of benefits.
Right.
There's tons of benefits.
Tons of benefits. And I love that you listed those.
Huh?
I love that you listed the benefits.
because there are benefits in that.
And there's more, even more
Way
than,
more than
that. Because I agree. Like, I feel like since I've married my husband, I feel like I'm so much more of a well-rounded, better person. I felt like I was that before. But like having
a good
that
person
support
is gonna add something. Yes.
Oh, it adds.
They're gonna add that.
That's why I know that this is even more of a reason for you to be picky, because men know this. Men know that a good woman being added to their life is going to elevate them in every way. But we don't think of it that way. I think we're reared in a way to like, what can we add to our man? Like, how can we make sure that we can keep him? And how can we make sure that he, feels comfortable and wants to come home and da-da-da. And it's like, the benefit of being married to your husband should be that he adds to your life in every way, just as you do for him. You know?
For sure. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know about these people talking about this. These people are just bitter and they're angry. And I hate people who are mad at their own choices and then they try to project all their freaking negative energy on other people. That's just...
Next.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's suddenly cool to talk down marriage. I don't know. I really don't understand. It's a good union. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. If you want it, put in the work in yourself first before you go and pick a partner.
Right. Guys, welcome to your next level. Guys, are we ready to shake up the industry? Yeah, Pandem head top. Yeah. My name is Sasha. Some people call me Flaws. And I never asked for permission. Like, ever. I'm a college dropout. I waited tables for 15 years. But I'm also a creative director. Some of you know me as the Shein X 100K Challenge winner. I'm also the owner of Flaws of Couture, which is a size-inclusive, attainable luxury brand, and the creator and founder of Daddy's Kitchen, a YouTube family channel that has gone over 500,000 subscribers. That's 500,000 family members. It retired my parents. And all because I dared to show up and execute. When you create your own lane, nobody gets to tell you how far you can go. And that's exactly what I want for you. Because I've created mine, I'm now here to help you create yours. Through Levels to This agency, I take the creative stress off of the hands of founders, creatives, and companies. You are brilliant at what you do. I get it. But sometimes you need someone who's going to take care of your launch, relaunch, rebrand, and with me, all of that is handled. I'm here to make sure that your brand is seen and felt in a way that it has never been before. You focus on your genius, and I'll handle the rest. And for those ready to learn, Levels to This Academy delivers my brain in masterclasses and guides so that you can DIY your success on your own time. From corporate to personal, it's levels to this, and you need me. 17 years in the game, and now I'm bringing that power to you.
Okay, so what is your thought? Okay, so what is your thoughts on this whole building up a man?
Building up who for man?
No, like building up a man. Like, let's say you meet a man, sweet, kind, considerate. He pours love into you. He's very thoughtful, but he just doesn't have certain things going for him. Let's just say he doesn't have the greatest job. Maybe he's doing like odd jobs here and there. He doesn't have like a steady career path. His finances aren't the greatest. Like, you know, maybe he has the money, but not the credit, or the credit, but not the money. Just certain elements about him need work and structure. So you take the time to get to know him. You start dating him. You start helping him in those areas. You basically build him up to now he's this well-rounded man.
Okay, how old am I?
I mean, you.
I need a little bit of more, like, you know.
Okay, let's just say you're anywhere from 25 to 35.
25 to 35.
Okay, that's a big range. Because 25.
And you're a different person.
Okay, let's just say you're 30 to 35.
Oh,
you're 30 to 35.
30 to 35.
He's in the same age bracket.
No.
You don't believe in building up a man?
No.
Your man has to come pre-seasoned.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Definitely pre-seasoned. I'm not saying he has to be cooked, but him need the seasoning on him.
Okay. What's the seasoning?
Me need the jerk.
No, not those seasons, you stupid.
It needs to be on the chicken already.
Okay, so
soaking. It needs to have been soaking in the fridge.
Marinated. Okay, so what are the marinated seasonings that he needs to have ready for you?
So I feel like I don't want to spend that point of my life building up a man to a point. Like, don't get me wrong. We are going to support each other. We're not coming ready done. Right? I'm going to need some building up too, I'm sure. You know, we're evolving. You're always a student, forever a student. So it's not like you're just perfect or I'm just perfect. But I'm not really interested in the idea of spending my years building you up because it takes away from concentrating on myself.
Okay.
And I feel like we both need to concentrate on ourselves. I don't know. This sounds really selfish. I am a firm believer in helping your partner, but I don't believe that. I feel like you have to come with something. I feel like at 30, in your 30s,
he's coming with all the emotional and mental skills are there. They're good. Okay. His finances aren't the greatest, maybe. He needs to work in other areas. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, because, okay, you're not finding like a John Crow on the corner and taking him home and scrubbing him, shaving his beard and making, you're not taking a homeless person and making them brand new. You're meeting someone that is okay. You guys vibe. Everything is great. You might be a little bit more leveled up than he might be in certain areas. And not only finance, it could be just other things like that.
That's fine.
So he needs a little bit of work. Let's say you take the time to re-season this meat now and put it back in the oven and it becomes the most fantastic meal ever.
I mean, I guess that's okay. That's okay because you're saying he's coming with things. Like
he's coming with
things.
He's
not completely empty.
He's not completely empty.
Not, he's a good person. He's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
He has some money. I'm not into the no money. I don't have no money type thing. I'm not. I've given up that world years ago. Like I believe you need to have some money in your hands. Mm-hmm. And I think that you need to be working.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so what if he's working, but his job is like a little so-so job?
Oh, we can. Like, why do
drive? He's at the bus stop, but he's at the bus stop in his work clothes, dirty boot, them dirty clothes.
Yeah, I'm like a man with a dirty boot.
Yeah, like
I like those are things I'll look at you. Your hands are a little dirty, your boot them a little dirty. Yeah, do something.
Because we come from a generation now where I feel like women want the man to have everything
ready done.
They're always talking about a list of things that men need to have. Mm-hmm. They never talk about what they're bringing to the table.
Yeah,
a lot of women these days just think body, face, and front.
But Crystal, women are not supposed to bring anything to the table. Are you not aware of what it is now? Women are not supposed to bring anything to the table but their iPhone.
Yeah, you see, I'm different. Like I'm not like I'm.
I thought you said you was a city girl because that's JT's word.
No. But like I'm a city girl in a different aspect. Like I don't, like I said, I'm independent, so I don't run down no one for their money or for what they have. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might be able to pour in some energy into someone and it can grow something beautiful. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you pour energy into someone and they're just a croft because they're just always going to be a croft. Well,
that's the risk. See, that's the risk, right? Yes. Is like when you are building someone up and you're pouring so much into them and you're going to end up pouring into them financially as well and all those types of things, emotionally, you're going to be connecting them, which is a beautiful thing to do. But I think the fear that a lot of women have is like after you build them up and go through all of that with them they end up in somebody else's front.
Yes, that's okay. So that's what I was going to say to you because it's like can love survive that power shift? Because a lot of the times with men, like in a lot of situations, men will meet a woman, they'll build the woman, she's good, she's going to ride. Mm-hmm. That's 90% of the times. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it's different. The numbers are different when it comes to men. In men, it's like 30% of the times you're going to meet this man, you're going to build him up, and he's going to ride. Mm-hmm. A lot of them, they get boasty and they go about their business.
Right. Well, it all depends on the person. And, and this is why I find it a little difficult to want to even do it because you don't necessarily know who you're dealing with because they say men change when they have money.
Mm. And you don't find women change when they have money?
When it comes to our love, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think men will get money and feel like they deserve to be loved by a different woman.
It's a fair statement. That's true.
Because
they feel suddenly, like they're I don't know, men equate love with money.
Right.
A lot of men, they can't do things unless they have money.
Right.
Or we can't get married until I got this kind of money.
We can't
go on this trip until I have this kind of money. Yeah. A lot of men equate that to money. So that is true. I don't know why they think like that.
I think they're like that for some reason. Can't really explain why that is, but we've seen it time and time again where, someone is in the mud with this person and the minute they pop off, suddenly a little scandal here, a little scandal there, a little Becky here and a little Jen there. You know what I mean? Suddenly things switch up. I'm not saying that's every man. Again, this probably goes back to like, who are we choosing? Are we choosing the right type of person? But again, men switch up on you at any point in time. So it is a risk pouring so much into a person. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are going to eventually marry someone, you're going to be pouring into them no matter what. It's a lifetime of pouring into each other. Mm-hmm. But I think there's two different types of pouring in. It's like we're both 30 and now I have to worry about, do you know how stressful it is dating someone? You have to find them a job. I've been there. I know what that's like.
It's hard to find myself a job.
It's hard to find yourself a job. Do you know what it's like to date someone where you have to you have to find them a job? Maybe if they are not as open and outspoken as you, now you got to help them figure out how to get through this interview. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that this is done for them and this is done for them. That's a hard life to live.
Yeah.
And I think because so many of us deal with it beautifully because we're such kind, beautiful women, we don't get enough experiences of what it's like to date someone who has come with the seasoning and is pre-cooked.
You were the seasoning, no, it's true.
I don't think it's bad for us to require a little bit more. And I think as I think as Black women, we're very open to coddling because that's how we're taught. We're taught to take care and make sure this person is good and see them through. And even if they're on their last penny, you love that man. And I truly don't believe that other cultures are rear their women to be that way.
No, you're right.
They don't. Like,
I don't know why we're like that.
We're taught to love people through the mud.
No, we're taught to be the strong Black woman.
Yeah, and other women, it's like nobody thinks of it badly when a white woman says, "I need more," and I'm leaving. And I
commend them for that because people will talk shit about that, but I'm like,
no, I love that.
I love that.
I love
like,
that.
Pick up your bags and go about your business as soon as. And listen. To be honest, Black women give a lot of chances.
Oh yeah.
Oh, a lot. They stay through the beating, through the babies, through the infant. They stay through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And then the man still leaves. And that's why a lot of them become very bitter.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of other cultures, it's the minute you even put the ketchup down properly, I gotta go. I'm out. The mail is in the fridge and on the cupboard, I gotta go.
For real.
Yeah, there's people who are like that.
But you know what also? And this might be veering into a little bit of a cultural difference conversation, but I feel like we are left alone when it comes to the decisions of our partners. Like, we do not have a culture. Many of us do not have a culture where family is a part of your choosing of a partner.
Yes, that's very true.
And this is why I think a lot of us do not have the partners that we deserve. That's my take. That's my hot take. My hot take is that cultures where your family is also a part of, like, people will be like, "Oh, I eloped." You can't elope in a Ghanaian family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't elope in a Nigerian family or maybe in an Indian family. Maybe some people, yes, when you get to it and you're like, oh, like, I don't care. But for the most part, because marriage is not only just two people, it's their families.
It's two cultures. Like,
there is a standard in which you have to be held to in order to have this person's daughter. You're not going to just come take with the girl, the man daughter.
Yeah.
The daughter that he raised up all these years, the daughter that this woman, poured so much into. There's levels to receiving this woman culturally. And I think because we don't have that backing, unfortunately, it could be, through slavery and all kinds of stuff, because that was robbed from us.
Yeah.
We just make our own decisions and end up feeling like, oh, we have to take care of this man and take care of this man. First of all, if we still had our African culture, right? First of all, your dad wouldn't be allowing you to go deal with that man that doesn't have the jerk seasoning on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even have allowed you to speak to this man because it would have been like, who the heck is this?
And what can he do?
And what can he do?
Yeah.
And what has he done? What has his family done for him? And what has his family, worked on with him so that I'd be able to give you my daughter, my precious daughter.
Comfortably.
I
think that's true. It's very cultural. I think a lot of West Indian cultures don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, take her and go take care of her. I'm tired of taking care of her. Or you weren't even around to give her that thinking that she needs to be taken care of.
Right.
You know what I mean? So any type of like little love, any type of acceptance, any type of something that feels like she's being taken care of, they're going to accept that and move towards that.
And I know people are going to argue that, they're not perfect just because it's cultural, No, I'm not saying that the man them still don't cheat when they're
beat them and do all kinds of stuff.
I'm not saying that.
Sure.
I'm just saying that there's still some standards in which, and I feel like pouring into a man to the point of no return for him to walk away at the end. I mean, it doesn't really happen with certain people because there's
set standards. Yeah,
there's a process.
Okay. I'm just saying, I guess I'm always rooting for the underdog sometimes.
I get it.
But there are signs where it's like, this person's not even worth putting my energy into.
Because I used to be a pour into a man type of girl too.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend that I just loved down. And he was like that. He never have dry shit in him body for nobody. Okay?
Not even dry shit.
Not even dry shit in his bum.
That's crazy.
To give anybody.
Yeah, I
right?
think when you get to a certain age, it's just like, I'm not doing certain things anymore.
At a certain age, it's just not something you can be like,
that's back then because what are they? The alpha, the summa cum laude, whatever they are,
alpha X,
whoever these people are. Some come like sororities, like I can't. Whoever these people are, they are different, way different from the way we are. They're not putting up with nothing.
And I love that for them.
I mean, I love that for them too, but I feel like sometimes
they're a bit rigid, but
yeah, sometimes their thinking is going to block them from certain things.
Of course,
but I mean, to each his own.
They have to learn.
They have to, yeah, I guess. You know, what it is. But everybody has their own situation. Everybody has their own scenario.
Right.
So
nothing that we say is cut and dry and hard stone and, whatever. This is how we feel. But let us know how you feel about it. Let me know in the comments because I would love to talk to you guys. And if you want to cuss me out or if you have some advice or if you want to say something to us, you can leave it in the comments or you can send it to wad@focbrand.com and maybe it'll end up on the show.
For sure. Okay, so I know that we have a scenario that we've been...
Ooh, we have a scenario,
that came into us.
We have a scenario because you guys are using the email, okay? So, the scenario is... Ooh. All right, very short and sweet. Mm-hmm. She got right to it.
Yeah.
I got married because I thought it was time. Mm-hmm. And now I dread going home.
Oh, Lord.
He doesn't help, doesn't pour into me, and I feel like his mom with a ring on.
See, that's a very big thing when it comes to some men.
What do I do?
You leave. You fold up your wares, you put them in your bag, and you go.
Is this episode Left the Boy?
Yeah, it should be Left the Boy.
Is this episode called Left the Boy?
Because I'm not going to be busting my ass all day coming home and you're not doing nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I'm going to give you 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 times before I cuss you stink. And you will go outside and you will spend all night outside trying to figure out if you want to come back and face this demon. I'm going to let you know that for sure. Because I'm out very, very raw.
And she's... dead ass serious.
So I don't know about that because I'm the kind of person, I don't like people being around me and things need to be done and you just sit down there with
your hand long.
Just sit down there. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't like that kind of shit. So for me, it's like that marriage that's done. It's been done. Mm-hmm. You just not picking up yourself. You're not packing the bag.
So Crystal, you just feel like she should just leave. You don't think that she should talk to her husband.
Talking about what? The dishes in the sink are talking to you. The dust on the floor is talking to you. The laundry in the basket is talking to you. The bill, when if you get paid, that has your name on it, is definitely talking to you.
Not the bill got the name on it.
That's what I'm saying. Everything's talking to you. Like, as a big person, as a big human being.
This is her husband, Crystal.
And?
This is her husband. She can't give him one little warning.
But did she give him a warning? Because she probably knew what she's right here.
Straight to it. I got married because I thought it was
That
time.
Sounds like a woman who's fed up.
But that's also her fault.
Well, that is her fault for staying. I don't even know why you're writing me because
She said, I got married because I thought it was time. If you're not mind sharp, as she run down the man for the married.
If she's not writing this from a hotel, I'm going to tell you.
Enough times, I bet you any money she was running down the ring too. And now I dread going home. Dreading going home?
Run on the status. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's the worst.
And you know what? It sounds like this person is the person doing all the work. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't even be leaving. He should be gone. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm quick. Like, babe, go throw the garbage out for me. By the time you get to the end of the driveway and turn back around, his bags are on the fucking porch. Because I pre-packed that shit. Go about your business and go along.
Go about your business.
I will staple a $10 bill to your fucking forehead and go find somewhere for sleep tonight. Go. Bye. I'll do that much for you. Go.
Babe. Okay.
Go.
So we know how Crystal feels.
Come out. Leave. Okay. Remove yourself.
Leave.
Be gone. Like, I can't do that. Dreading coming.
You are banished.
Yeah. Like, your home is your sanctuary. Mm-hmm. That's your peace.
Yeah. You
want to dread to come home.
Oh. And you probably have to pay bills and mortgage? No.
And the man just lay down
No.
Sit down
That's a terrible feeling.
You don't even come home to no food. Even if the food tastes bad, at least he tried.
You know what? This is a message for any woman who is watching this right now. If you are with someone and you are not getting any help at all and you are going to work and you are coming in and that person is laying on their back, not in the arms of the angel.
Go do the PSA.
And that person is laying on their back. Okay? And every time you come inside, they are laying on their back. Food not even cooked. House not even sweep up. nothing to do, and you're stressed out and you're dreading turning that key,
go. That's exactly what you need to do.
I agree with that. But what I will say is, because this is your husband.
No. Okay, hold on for a second. Listen to me. I'm all for working on a marriage, putting in the work. Okay? I'm all for that. But I feel like, and this is where like it becomes that gray area. The title, sometimes people let the title take reign over what is needed.
True.
You're my husband, so you should already know when we stood before God and you promised to love, cherish, honor, till death do us part, take care of me. You should have known this is what you were stepping into.
Yeah, but that is how women think. What I've realized
a lot of
is like, and what I've realized also with my husband's very, he takes a lot of initiative. Mm-hmm. So he'll do things on his own. Like for me, sometimes I'm the slob. You know what I mean? He's like getting things together, blah, blah, blah. But what he has taught me is that whenever I'm like, oh, you should just know. He always goes, no, I shouldn't just know. Mm-hmm. You need to learn to communicate how you feel about certain things.
And that is true.
And if I choose to forget it the next time and whatever, like you should be able to say to me, this bothers me, or I don't like when this happens. Can you make sure that this is changed for next time? Mm-hmm. And it should be received by your husband, and then going forward, whatever. And it's the kind of same thing that he does for me, right? But men receive information differently. Now, don't get me wrong. If the place is dirty, you damn well know that I don't want to come home after work to the place mash up, your drawers up on the floor, you never cook no food. Like, you know that I'm not going to be into that. You're not helping me with anything. You know that. But at the same time, as a wife to your husband, I think it's important that you give him that time to hear what it is that your problem is. Even if you feel like, look at your face. Even if you feel like it's right there in front of everybody. Because listen, I grew up with a mother who was like that. Mm-hmm. Okay? My mom, she doesn't like mess. She don't like dirt and that. She don't like whatever. Right? But sometimes, no, don't get me wrong. She'll definitely say how she feels. But sometimes she'll just give you silent treatment.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work. So sometimes we'd be thinking, the house looks clean. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that like she's upset about. And that puts you into an anxious space.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're with your husband, you don't want to put him in an anxious space where it's like he doesn't know why you're exactly upset. Because let's be honest, there are many women who this place could be spick and span, but because that pot over there, that little pot was to the left, pissed.
Well, that's different. Those are nagging people.
No, I'm not saying that. It's not always nagging. You know, there's certain things that, you know, you feel like your husband should just know that you don't like.
Listen to me. I think feeling like a mom with a ring is diabolical.
That's crazy.
Okay?
Yeah. That's crazy. For sure.
That to me is like the most diabolical thing I've ever thought in my life.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
But I also feel like women, they do that many times to themselves.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
From when you were dating the man, you should have been telling the man, you're not in that it.
Yeah.
I told my husband from the jump, me not in that it.
I'm a victim of that. I'm that kind of person.
If you think that you are marrying someone who is cleaning from sunup to sundown, cooking from sunup to sundown, and just has my head wrapped waiting at home, you can't marry me. You cannot, like, I'm the wrong girl for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to go out of my way, of course, because I love you, to figure out the things that you like and cook you a meal from time to time and get this house clean. But I may hire someone to come clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I may do it a little bit differently, but I'll make sure that you're good.
Yeah.
But if you think that I'm going to be like this, then we're going to have a problem.
No.
And a lot of girls, they play that to get the ring. And then when the time reach, them I complain and say, them feel like mommy with ring. Not saying that's your case, babe.
But what about the ones that their perspective is, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to be domestic, whatever. And then you get into it and you don't realize that it's a lot more work than what you thought it was, or you're just more tired. Because I'm always the kind of person, I was always the kind of girl to be like, okay, like women should keep themselves up. You're married. There needs to be upkeep.
I'm not saying
you need to be in full face glam, hair done all the time, but like, don't make the man come home in your dirty stink t-shirt and the pants rip up or whatever. Like, just a little bit of effort in your presence. It doesn't have to be a ballroom gown, but a little two-piece nightie. Cook the man a meal. Take care of household home. Take care of the kids. That's what I used to say. Mm-hmm. You fuck for fine up. Me tired.
Right.
Okay, so swing by
Right.
KFC and go get the 2-piece for you. Come home. I'm not cooking shit.
Right.
I'm tired.
And you're a mom.
I'm just I bathed the baby, I washed the baby, I fed the baby. Yes, I have spit upon myself. Yes, I have a bonnet on my head. I'm not doing nothing like that.
It's very easy for us to say anything before we're married and before you experience it.
I'm a victim
because
of that.
I still feel like, even like what you're saying right now, like low key, I'm not judging you, but maybe just a tiny bit judging you. Because I feel like if you make food for the baby, like make some food for your husband.
Okay, here's the thing. No, bitch.
Come on.
No. Okay, first of all, keep in mind that the baby or the babies eat completely different. Sometimes kids don't eat what you're gonna cook.
True.
You can't throw down cow foot and rice in front of the baby and expect the baby to eat that.
But is your man coming from work?
My man is coming from work. I'm not saying that I'm never gonna cook. I will always make sure there's something for him. But there are going to be days where it's not going to happen.
Of course.
I am tired. There's going to be days you're going to come home, the baby's asleep, the house may be a mess.
Yeah.
There's going to be days you're going to come home, there's food cooked, the house is clean, but the baby's up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought that it would be like that Stepford wife thing. Mm-hmm. No.
I never thought that.
No, but that's my problem. You see what my problem in life is? I chat too much. I have to shut my mouth. I know this. I know this. My idea and my perception on like marriage, kids, this and that,
changed.
If there was a humble sandwich, it would be bigger than this room that I would have to eat because I chat too much. I am the poster child. Tired.
Yeah. I'd be looking like an angry bird cooking food.
Sometimes, oh my God. Yo, sometimes I have to throw something in the pot and just make it work. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be tired and guess what, baby? You're coming home to macaroni and hot dog because that's what the baby wanted.
Yeah.
That's what there's leftovers of.
And I feel like I can't say anything until I have my own babies, but I can only imagine. I think that for me, like what I think, just like how you used to say, oh, pretty nighty and da-da-da, what my pretty nighty version is, oh, if you're making some food for your children, make sure that you make some food for your husband because you don't want to take it out of order. Mm-hmm. This is just something that like I've wanted to keep at the back of my head is like, try your very, very best to make sure that you don't ever make your husband, and I know people are going to be like, oh my God, they're going to clip this shit and it's going to go all over the place. But try your very, very best to remember that it is you and your husband first. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people are like, no, when you have your child, it's different, blah, blah, blah. I understand. But the order of which things go, she's cutting her eye at me. The order of which things go. And I could be, listen, season 2, season 3, we might feel differently. But the order of which things go is it's you and your husband. And you have to prioritize you and your husband. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that your child is far after that, but your child can't get the true best life if you and your husband are not priority.
Okay, you and your husband need to be priority. That's very true. But there has to be equal work.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
So this is how we bring her
I'm not trying to say that he should work all day and then come home and cook a meal. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or he should, pay everything and then clean the house. I'm not saying that. Right. But at the end of the day, parenting is tiring.
Yeah.
You have a small person to take care of. People are always like, oh, newborn stage is the scary stage. Bring it back. Bring it back. When the man used to sleep for hours a day and just want bubba, bring it back. Yeah. Because now I am in a household where I am in fear.
Yeah.
When I hear them little feet paddle, I am in fear of what is to come. It's either the iPad's not on the right station. Can you open this candy grandma gave me? I want a popsicle. Mommy, I shit my drawers. It's like, it's never ending. It's never ending. And then after all of that all day, now I have to come
cook food for you.
Food. Yeah, and cooking food is one thing. Mm-hmm. But even after I cook food, I have to listen to your stupid stories about work all day. I have to run the front. I have to suck a little dick. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. Okay? The most I can do is pat your front like a fan and lay in my bed sometimes. Yes, I am tired. It is very exhausting. So that's why, honestly, partnership is so important.
It is.
Sometimes the man can come home from work. At the end of the day, I don't know about the summa cum laudes, the new generation, whatever you want to call them. But I know me, I work.
Yeah.
I work 12 hours.
Yeah. I want for the girls, for all of us, I want man for you who is going to come in from work and still try and see how he can help.
Exactly.
Because he knows that being a mom is a full-time job.
Full-time job.
Especially if he's married to a woman who still works. Someone like you who does 12 hours plus you're a mom. I want to know that your husband, when he does come home, eventually when he's living with you, that he will say, how can I help?
And that's why I'm glad that, I am glad when I took that postpartum trip, I'm glad that I did that 6 months down there.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was down there, the baby was only 5 months when he went down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he came back up when he was 11 months. So he was in that stage with me, you know what I'm saying? And then even when we go down, like my husband down there, honestly, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up at the crack of dawn, clean, cook breakfast. I was sleeping in every day.
True Jamaican
till
man.
like 10 o'clock. Sometimes I'm sleeping in.
Mm-hmm.
Him and the baby done went to the shop. They done picked they did all kind of stuff. And literally all I have to do was get up, bathe myself, eat the prepared breakfast that was there for me, change the baby's clothes, and we get up and go on road and do stuff. And you know, when we're on road, because guess what? You did all those things in the morning, I'll deal with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming, crying, you go do what you're doing, whatever the situation may be. There has to be like a balance.
One hand washes the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he comes up here, it's obviously a different lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But I expect the same type of like workmanship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I expect it because it is different up here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Jamaica's hard. Like, work is hard down there. Like, these men be working 10 hours in the hot sun with no WIBS or whatever you want to call it, with no benefits, no nothing,
WSIB.
just work. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it's called. But you know what I'm saying? These guys be working hard. But at the same time, like, yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm
tired.
Honestly, motherhood is, I can only imagine, because I'm tired just looking at the mothers in my life.
And I thought that I'm not gonna like, I have to eat my words, because I'm like, bro, you don't need to keep up for your man, do this, do that, put the kids to bed, make sure his food is cooked and his drink is poured and his spliff is rolled, sitting on the waiting for him. And sometimes he will.
Spliff is rolled.
Yeah,
You're
sometimes my husband,
wife.
my husband will come home to those things.
Mm-hmm.
But there are days where he's gonna come home and I'm be in my bed, in my nightie, with the hole on it and the bonnet, and he's gonna tap my shoulder and say, and that's it. I'm tired.
Big kiss.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Big
I think as long as my husband can understand that, and not be negative about it and just be like, you know what can I do to make the situation better? Maybe there's nothing he can do. Maybe I just need to get with the groove, like, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe to get my energy up, but whatever the situation. But as long as he's willing to help and meet me halfway, you can get it.
But you would communicate this to him.
Oh, have you met me?
Well, communicate it.
For sure.
Well, that's essentially what I want to say to her is like, you know, we went on a whole tangent, but essentially what I'm trying to say is, you know, you didn't really give us much information, but you said that you dread going home because you probably have a lot of work to do because he's not helping. You said he doesn't help with anything and he doesn't pour into you. And the pouring into you is hard because I feel like that's something that is natural. I don't think you can teach someone to pour into you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I think that's a character flaw. Like, if he's just not someone who's going to pour into you, like, I don't know that he ever will, but it's like, was he pouring into you before you guys got married?
That's a question. And maybe you need to pack up, maybe you need to throw him out to teach him a lesson, because sometimes some men need like a hard lesson. Mm-hmm. Talking is not enough, yelling, cussing. Sometimes you need to take action and like, yo, get out. Get out, go to your friends, do whatever it is. But be prepared for the backlash, because some men are ignorant and you might kick that man out today and see him on Snap partying tomorrow, the day after, whatever. But he's going to get tired of that. Because at the end of the day, a lot of men, they don't know what they want until they lose what they had.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I know people who've been in situations where everything is great. The man will step off and go talk to some girl. She's a cruff. Mm-hmm. She's whatever. He realized what he had at home was more stable, was more whatever. And he picked up himself to match that energy and go back.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for that. I don't know what this girl's situation was. For me, I feel like you need to cut that man out and teach him a hardcore lesson and let him realize what he lost. And like really let him realize. Give him a couple months of just in the streets, because the streets is cold, baby.
It's freezing out
City
there.
girls are for people. City girls are 21 to 20. I'll give you 6, maybe 7. Okay?
Really? Because the real city girls are not. They're in their 30s now.
Well, I mean, there is a city girl that's in their 30s. Oh,
but you mean like the actual, like hypothetically, city
hypothetical city.
Are like 21 to
At the end of the
26.
day, people are like, oh, I want to be in these streets. I like these streets. Or the street is cold and there's beer glass on the floor. So be careful. Okay?
Careful.
Be very, very careful.
Be very careful.
At a certain age, you don't want certain things. And like I said, marriage is not for everyone, but the women that don't want marriage and they're older, they're bossed up. They're independent. They're doing their thing.
Living
so they don't
their
crave
dreams.
those other things.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Because you can live a very fulfilling life without being married.
I thought that I was going to be that. There was a time in my life where I was like, yo, you know what? I might as well just pour myself into work because it come like I'm going to be like marryless, childless woman, but at least I can be bossed up in my accounts.
I remember I tweeted something and it went like super, super viral. And I was like, every day that Tracy Ellis Ross lifestyle looks better and better. And I swore that was going to be me. But man have one plan and God have another.
And that's true. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like this whole thing with her man goes, it's like, yo.
I say let him know, babe. Let him know. Sit him down. Let him know for real if you haven't already. And if you've already spoken to him over and over again about this, I think you need to go Crystal's route and cut it.
And some of these men need to cut their umbilical cord. Like, oh my God. Ain't nothing worse than a mama man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's two types of men. There's two types of men. I'm trying to remember this. Someone said this to me, and I remember I was watching this play. My friend, she does like filmmaking, and she had a play. And they were saying, I gotta get this right. They were saying there's two type of men that come from a single mother. There's either the bitter, I hate women man, because they've watched their mothers degrade their fathers, not really know what the real situation is for years. Or there is the man that are like mama man, so devoted because their mothers have treated them like their husbands. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's two type of men that come out of that. And that's not necessarily their fault.
Yeah.
But they have to be willing to put in the work to change that about themselves in order to be in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
They need to cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I personally cannot date a man who is a mama man. I cannot have a mother-in-law overlooking my whole life. I can't have a mother-in-law having an opinion on everything I do, telling me how to cook for her son, telling me how to dress for her son.
Yeah,
bitch, you might as well come and fuck your son.
Ooh.
That's how I feel.
Yucky.
Yeah, but you're not going to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's your son. I'm his woman.
A lot of women are going through that.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
So I am the kind of female, I'm very respectful, but I could not deal with a mother-in-law breathing down my neck like that because I'm going to have to pull her to the side and say, listen here, bitch.
Well, guess what, Crystal? You know, I'm pretty sure it would be Gen Z is going to come for you. No, Gen Z is going to come for you for using the word female. We don't use the word female anymore.
What are we supposed to use?
Guys, let's teach Crystal, okay? It's not
cool
here we
go. Let's go.
To use the word female.
So what do I use in place of female?
So I don't want them jar you up. They'll probably jar you up, but I'm letting her know right now, okay? You know, she always tells you that she's, 30. So, is, a little bit dated,
Okay, so
but they just women.
Teach me.
Women.
So you're supposed to say women.
Yeah. Women. You don't use the word female because it's very telling.
I think we need to have an episode where you teach me these things.
I can get you up to date.
We're not that different in age.
We're not.
You're considered what?
I'm a millennial.
You're a millennial too.
But I'm on the end of it. I was born in the 90s.
When does millennials start?
I think elder millennials are early 80s.
Early 80s?
I think yeah.
So it's millennial, then Gen Z.
So it's millennial, then Gen Z.
Can someone help us out?
Right, Mike?
I'm just looking it up right now.
Yeah, okay. I want to know what it is. Because I want to know, I'm 87.
Well, Gen X is 60 to 80. And Gen Z is
60 to 80, Gen X. So our parents.
2012.
So 97 to 2012 is Gen Z.
Yeah.
And then what's before that? So 97. When are you born?
90.
Let's see what X is again. What's the other one?
Millennial.
It's called millennials?
81
to 96.
So I'm definitely
interesting how they gave us a completely different name. Everybody got Gen this, Gen that.
Oh, are you crazy?
But we
got millennials.
We got millennials.
Our parents are baby boomers. Imagine that. Imagine being a baby boomer.
Baby boomers.
Basically, I fuck too much. Basically,
yeah,
bang it out.
Boom up the
it's true because a lot of the older people have. It makes sense. Old generations have 9, 10, 12 kids. The point of the matter is, we're gonna have a lesson. Okay?
I'm gonna get you up to date.
I want the people to write and just let me know the lingo because I'm a little old school. I'm a little old school.
And we need that.
So we don't use the word female.
That's what makes things sweet and nice.
We use the word women.
Women.
Okay, so
no
more
female. You gotta get rid of female. Female is not a part of your vocabulary anymore. It's done. Okay? Unless you want people drag away from here to there.
I think that's unfair that I can't I feel that it is unfair that I am born at a certain time in my life, and I'm raised in a certain way, and now I have to, after 30 years, I have to switch the words that I use to please a generation that you guys just reach.
Gen Z doesn't
You just
care.
reach.
Gen Z doesn't care what them just
You know
reach
what?
are them.
My niece is a Gen Z.
Apparently they make the rules.
Yeah, my niece is a Gen Z, and we have these debates that are like out of this world. Like out of this world debates. Like my niece has like this mentality where it's like, first of all, she feels like she shouldn't throw out garbage. She lives in a house with a brother and her stepfather. I should not have to throw out garbage.
I'm with her on that.
And then I'm come from a home where my mom had 6 kids, 5 girls, 1 boy. Ask me if my brother ever touched the garbage.
So we grew up in a house with 1 boy and the rest are girls, and then my dad, okay? My dad always took out garbage. My brother, you have to fight him to take out the garbage, okay? So we take out garbage, all types of stuff, whatever. But then when I moved to Ghana, and I started to live with my husbands, and I saw that there were certain things that men did, and certain things that women did, I wasn't too mad about it. And then when I came back to Toronto, it was kind of like, it was annoying to me that if I was picking up a bag and struggling, that men were not rushing to come and help or throw out the garbage or do certain things. So I'm kind of with your niece there. She, you know what? She's setting her boundaries and her standards.
I never said that I agreed with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with certain things because I feel like in a lot of families, especially when there's that one son, my
especially
God.
in Caribbean families
That
and African families, I hear
too. That one son it's insane.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, nah, mom's like, oh, he won't do this, he won't do that. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because they never make him throw out the garbage. Could you imagine? Big summertime, I must go outside and mow lawn. I have the worst allergies and eczema in the family, and I must go mow lawn. That lawn will, let me tell you something, that lawn will be like a jungle before I go out there and touch that.
Yeah.
But yes, the whole point of the matter is like, okay, I'm not allowed to use the word female. I have to use the word women.
We will we will do another episode sometime soon where we can teach Crystal and get her up to date.
I really
so that
want
Gen
to have
Z
one like that.
Doesn't drag her from here back to
We
Grenada.
need to have an episode where and you know what? I think we need a Gen Z.
We may
need to have a Gen Z.
We may.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy. Like, I can't use certain words. I know the culture is so sensitive. That is why, like, when I'm speaking sometimes, I'm like...
But guys, I try to give her free reign. I try to tell her, like, just say how you feel. Because we do live in a society right now where it's just it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much. And we need to shake it up a little bit. It's too much.
Okay, guys, now it's time for my absolutely favorite segment where we play Wife Me or Wipe Me. Now, we are thinking about changing the name, but we do want to get your feedback on that. So let us know by sending us an email or in the comments if you like Wife Me or Wipe Me, or what we're going to try today, which is Wife Me or Swipe Me.
Swipe Me.
Okay?
Okay. So let us know. And maybe the next episode we'll have it changed. We'll see.
Okay, so we all know that red is and black is yay.
Okay, so he doesn't clean, doesn't cook, doesn't help with the kids, but brags about being a provider because he pays the bills.
Okay. Because guess what? I can go out and get a job tomorrow and pay the bills.
Right.
Okay?
Or maybe I have a job.
And you want to pay the bills.
Right.
So all that money that I have in the account, I can pay the bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids. Yo, let me tell you something. I keep saying this.
Yeah.
Yo, I commend, and I mean this, I commend women who have like 2, 3, 4, 5 children, or 3 under 3, or 4 under 5, or whatever the situation is. Yo, those single mothers that are out there raising 5, 6, 7 kids, oh my gosh, their level of tiredness is unbelievable. Okay? So if the man is not cooking, he's not cleaning, what else is he not doing?
He's not cooking.
Taking care of the kids.
He's not cleaning. He doesn't help with the kids, but he brags. He brags about being a provider.
So he pays the bills, and then he expects pum pum. Yo, that man's gonna have the strongest bicep in the streets because he's gonna have to beat that meat or back the fist, whatever they call it. He's gonna have to every day. I will just buy that man a silicone front and make him hold that because there's no way you're touching me after I did all that and then you want me to give you something?
And it's crazy because a lot of men really don't understand that. They don't understand how...
there's a lot of men who are...
They don't understand. They want that part. And it's like, women, like, you have to literally... It's not just about paying the bills, whatever. You have to... It's from days before that you have to be really massaging into your woman. Like, you need to be treating her well from the beginning of the day in order for her to want to have sex with you at the end of the night. It's so hard.
I don't think men understand that. Like, the worst thing about it is you have to do all these things. You have to cook, you have to clean, you have to take care of kids, you have to break up kids fight, you have to explain this, you have to answer. You know, when kids go through that why stage, you're going to have a why kid. You have to do all that stuff. You have to maintain a good home. I have to look good for you. I have to make sure your clothes are clean and your lunch is prepared. And then on top of that, I have to give you my body.
Mm-hmm. And act like I'm enjoying it.
And act like I'm enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. There's no way. Mm-hmm. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
You might as well cheat. Give you the real figure cheat.
This is how that stuff happens.
But it's so unfair because I don't think men understand it. You know what's worse? It's like we got to do all that no matter how we feel. Whether we're sad, whether we're depressed, whether we're hurt. Okay, I'm going to tell you something, okay? Mm-hmm. Period pains after 30 is really bad. It's
you know rough. What? That's so interesting that you say that because I feel like my period has been kicking my ass. It's gonna get worse and worse.
And then let me tell you something. After you have children, hey, it gets worse. Okay.
Whoa.
Not only the period gets worse, but then the peeing. You have to pee. Like you can't hold your peeing. Remember, you're a bad guy used to do this.
Yeah.
But you cannot do that.
I'm already experiencing that.
You cannot do that.
I'm already experiencing
Periods are so bad. I wear diapers. I'm gonna throw it there. Yes. I wear diapers.
Cameras.
I do. I'm a caregiver for my mom. She gets diapers. Girl, we be sharing them diapers once a month because I be wearing them diapers.
So done with
Dead ass. I wear the diapers.
Why are you doing in people them diapers?
Because my period is so heavy.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was just for you to pee.
No, it is so heavy that if I was to wear like a regular pad or a tampon, I would have to change my tampon, even if it was a Super Plus, every maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour can't even hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what it's like to have a heavy period.
And then on top of that, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, there are times when I'm coming home and I'm twisted and turning off a pee and a diaper and I'm just pissed. I'm like, I'm up a business.
I'm over you.
Yeah, I've done it twice at
home.
So they're really good though.
You?
Let me know if you want the brand because they're bad as shit. But yeah, I'm gonna swipe this guy because there's no way you're doing all that and then you want me to come give you my good front. Are you crazy?
Okay, so I bring peace. Mm-hmm. I bring prayer. Mm-hmm. I bring the plate, but he still thinks that I'm the lucky one to have him.
Baby, what's that phrase?
Do you feel like women are the prize, like just point blank period?
Yeah. Because if you remove, listen, if we divide this world into two islands and put all the women on one island and all the men on the next island, sufferation.
Yeah.
Our island would thrive. We'd have houses built. We'd have everything done up. We'd have gardens, fresh water, food. Mm-hmm. We'd have it all. That side of the island, it'd be nothing but fire and brimstone. Nothing but fire and brimstone. It'd be nothing going on over there because the man that would argue, they'd be too egotistical. They can't, listen, you can't survive without women. Women birth
everything.
Men. When men give birth, come talk to me. Please. There's no way. He has to go about his business. I got to swipe that.
Swipe.
Yeah,
I think it's a swipe too.
That's
because rude. I feel like you need to know yourself.
And I'm bringing a plate on top of that. You can put on the plate empty out. Just move.
Okay, next one. I supported him through school.
I know it's
built his credit. Helped him launch his business. And now he says he needs time to find himself.
Honestly, that's not even a swipe for me.
What is it?
That's a butt of bop in your head. You're bright. You're on a butt up. Yo, the piece of lick when I give that man. Are you bright?
Yeah.
Are you?
But this is what I was talking about.
Are you out of control?
This is what I was talking about. Suddenly you need to find yourself. But you didn't need to find yourself when I was building your credit, helping you with your business, pouring into you, building you up in school, making sure you graduate, and now you need to find yourself?
There's not enough movies to explain where I would be. Just know you would click your TV and you would see breaking news, City Pulse, and you would see me. Just know you would see me.
They call her Crystal Cherie.
Yep. And it wouldn't even be a mugshot. It'd be me like cussing while they drag me into the police car. Because even if it's dead on the floor, I'm still trying to match it up. Are you insane? That's like Waiting to Excel.
It happens to so many
Remember Waiting to
women,
Excel?
though.
Angela
Yes.
Bassett's character?
Yes, I remember.
Oh, I watched that movie the first time I watched that movie, I was probably like 9. So you had to have been like a fetus.
I was small, and I remember my mom would be like, "Go back in the room.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch
And
this."
I watched it a couple of times as a kid, and I never understood it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I watched it probably like 2 years ago. Girl,
So good.
so mad. Cried, laughed. I could relate to each and every woman.
Yeah.
It was insane. Angela Bassett, I thought she was crazy. I'm like, why the hell would you burn up? Why would you burn up a car? Why would you cut your hair?
She had every right.
But I watched the movie as a big woman. I said, okay, she didn't do enough.
Yeah.
She didn't do enough. And the way she backhanded the shit out of that girl, oh God. Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Damn good movie.
Yeah.
But so many people's reality.
Yeah.
It's a swipe for me.
Oh, it's
for
definitely
sure.
a swipe. I gotta take a buruf bop.
And a buruf bath from Crystal.
For real. Like, I can't do that. That's crazy.
Okay, so our last one. I moved to his country, learned his language, and adjusted to his culture. But his mom still calls me that girl.
Ooh.
And he never defends me.
Ooh.
We need to find some like green flag ones because all of these are absolutely swipe.
First of all, like his mom needs a stern talking to. And then he needs a good cuss out. Like, I'm not even gonna, for the fact that I learned your culture and all that, I'm gonna have to remove myself from your culture and go into my culture.
Yeah.
We would tell
Sometimes you need to go back into your own.
You're crazy? Oh my gosh. That's what I'm telling you. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. Thank you, God, for my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord,
Me
for my
too.
mother-in-law.
Thank God to both of
I
our
love her.
mother-in-laws.
Mother-in-law, I love you.
Yeah,
I love you.
too, mommy.
I absolutely love you. I adore you. Because she would never do me so.
Never.
Never.
Never, never, never. But again, you were vetting. You didn't go, if you, before you got married, you realized that she was one of them there.
You shouldn't have married him.
Would you have married your husband if she was giving you all of that?
No, and you know what? I'm
Probably
not gonna lie to you. One thing I really did do with my husband is I paid attention to how he treats his mom, how he treats his father, his relationship between his mother and father, the relationship between them, and the relationship between him and his family. I paid attention to that.
So important.
He has a lot of aunts and a lot of female cousins, and I paid attention to how all the men in his family deal with the women in their family.
It's so important.
And that was one of my deciding factors.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, there was no way. There was no way.
Yeah, you want a good family structure.
Yeah, like I just, there was no way.
Period.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be picky.
Yeah.
Right, ladies?
So that's
Be
what you
picky.
can't bill a man. That's what it is. Bill a beer?
What is
Bill a beer.
this? What is this? Come on. At some point, we got to draw the line in the sand. Okay?
That's so true.
Wow, Crystal. I love sitting here with you.
I love sitting here with you. I can
We're
do this all
already
day.
at the end of episode 4. Like, what?
And we need to leave them with something good.
And we have to leave them with something substantial.
And normally we leave them with something that is like it's like a phrase or it has like a rhyming antidote to it. I don't know if I can do that today. Okay. What I can leave you with is,
I'll leave you with this.
No man in this world treat you less than what you are worth. Okay. You are not backbread. You are the whole loaf.
The whole loaf.
And let that man understand that you are not only the loaf, but you're the yeast that rise that loaf. Okay?
The yeast.
You are the yeast, and without you, that bread can't rise.
Out of the bag.
Be nothing but flask dough.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Take that with you, please.
Take that with you.
Take that with you.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm so vexed today. Like, I don't know why you're
It's okay.
so bad.
It's okay. Sometimes you need a little vim. Sometimes you need a little vim. You're the whole loaf, girl. The whole loaf.
The whole entire loaf.
And you better be that same whole loaf on the next episode.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Wives After Dark.
And leave a review on all of our audio platforms.
Until next time, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.